And we're back with more Fate Extra. Now we are actually at the true part of the prologue. What were in was prologue of the nameless student. Dang, that was a dope ass title. I'm so using that for that. And it was just gonna be Fate Extra. Let's play Fate Extra. So episode 1 prologue. Or not, Fate Extra prologue. Like, like prologue of nameless student. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be dope as shit. Shit, I just thought it was such a good name. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'm gonna probably put up the opening itself too. So yeah, if you want to see the opening of Fate Extra, that's gonna be pretty dope. But for me to put up because I'm gonna have to actually already say it at the point before it. Anyway, you did. I got a small part, but don't worry about it. My headache worsens day by day, until it finally buzzes in my head like an alarm. That day, in potential numbness, I wake up twice as fast as normal. I walk to the schoolyard. Yard, It's clear and cloudless. 7:30 a.m. But what season is it? When I try to recall what season it is, I start to get so dizzy almost pass out. I may wind up back in bed if I let go and faint. For some time, I have been embracing a rush of useless information. Normal stuff you see at school, like the hustle and bustle of my classmates, is by the entrance, it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. When I push the odd knot, my field of vision fizzles. Today, again today, yeah, there's a cloud of students smiling in front of the school gate, and more are being directed that way. As to what's going on, there there's a boy in a black uniform in front of the school gates. He's my friend, as I recall. Uh, he's Isarioto, as I recall. I remember this from the time my from the first time when Issei noticed me. Looking at him, he pushed through the crowd. Good morning. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? Hmm? Why do you look so surprised? We announced. Okay, this is shit I've already. He runs through his final spiel as if this was the first time he'd ever disclosed this information. I know this. I know it. I already know what happened. And it happened more than once. I'm seized by a headache. I'm so dizzy. I feel like I'm being forcibly logged out of my consciousness. First, let me check your student ID. I shouldn't need to remind you, but it should be on you at all times. I log an ID. He's being checked. It's so obvious now. Enter clearly to get the question that usually makes me go dizzy. Oh, hey, if you notice we've actually seen these characters before. It was in the prologue of the nameless student. Well, I actually pointed it out. Okay, yes, you can see for female, I'm not picking female. No, because that's for Archer, for fun reasons. So we're going for male. And my name? Nickname. Yeah, I don't have a nickname. I'm just gonna go with Conrad, since I don't really have a nickname for myself as a person. Conrad Valone. Nickname Conrad. Yep. Ugh. Sorry, we're done. Great. There's no telling when emergency might occur, or it will help if you have your ID. I feel nauseous, and I know it has nothing to do with what I ate for this breakfast, which was basically ketchup onion omelet. Good shit. I feel nauseous because of the world around me. It's repeating itself over and over, and that's making me sick. No, I want to get out of my way. I want this continuous, I want this repeat to stop. I push him aside and go forward. I'm not nice about it either. He's not stopping. Keeps on talking loudly even though no one is facing him. I have a headache. I'm shivering. I know one thing's for sure. This is wrong. This is not the school I know. It can't be. I have to go. I have to hurry and wake up or else it'll be too late. But who am I waking for? Uneasiness, futility, the emptiness. I want someone to explain to me the true nature behind all of these feelings. There must be a key somewhere. Something that will have the answers to all my questions. Kid, stop! When I step a foot on the first floor, my feelings of unease intensify. There's a student wearing red and their uniform, Leo, the new transfer student. The instant I lay eyes on him, I immediately feel intimidated and humiliated. There is also someone tailing behind him, next to one of my classmates. The more I realize that Leo isn't the only anomaly across. While I'm on campus, there are other things that are seeming off as well. Clear now, there are people who shouldn't exist, students that mysteriously vanish. The fabric of reality is coming unveiled. Don't turn away. What is the truth? Don't turn away now. What defies the world you know? Don't turn away. There's a reason why you're here. Come. Do not allow yourself to close your eyes to the truth. There's someone here that was glitching out. On the third floor, there's a small girl. I had to hurry. I want to unlock the truth. The guys from my class are talking in the hallways up ahead. The attention to details. Okay, I've already read this. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on? This was happening during the prologue. Like we the player arrived here at this moment. That explains the guy's part. If he was talking to both of us. It feels as if he is including me in his comment. Leo begins speaking to the classmates, seeming oblivious to my presence. Me a smile with no hostility. However, I have a suspicion that there's something malicious behind his smile. Attending school wasn't that bad. Those words, Leo turned his back on me. Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell would be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we will see each other again. So I guess I should use more congenial. See you later. Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. Flexing. Going so much far as looking in my direction. For some inexplicable reason, I'm not surprised that Leo knew I was spying on him. I'm trying to get things straightened out. Mind when Leo suddenly disappeared. The student who was following him also disappeared, reaching the same spot on the wall. At the same moment he vanishes, my vision distorted. Words and shock threatens to overwhelm me. What's going on here? It's like this place is the source of my unease. Like him, I place my hand on the wall, speed drawn in. Now I see what is true to why I want to know. Your changes. There's a doorway, an entrance, where the concrete wall used to be. It's not something of this world. There's no doubt this door leads to someplace unformidable. Bid farewell to the false world. An entrance to another world. Beyond this door, the previous statement perfectly describes the view before me. Walking behind me is a strange, silent attendant. It is said to be my sword and shield for what lies ahead. And his voice suddenly confirms my thoughts. The path to the truth begins here. Minecraft blocks, data. We're getting closer. And closer. Welcome to the labyrinth. Oh wow, I just realized down below there's like a huge shield of crosses. I think it's either swords or crosses. I'm going with crosses. No longer a typical school campus. The floors and walls, the air, even the aura are slightly off. It wouldn't surprise me to see a monster, to pop out from the shadows. It's very much like a dungeon here. Yep, those are crosses. No, wait, there's some swords in there. Huh. Welcome, potential master. With a shocking suddenness, a voice begins to speak. It sounds like it's coming from the sky above. If you are looking for answers, you must reach the goal. Now, please step forward. Whoa. Anyway, let's go. Okay, it's an item folder basically. Inside there's a farewell present of swords at the base of the file. Please open it. There we go. Alright, ether shard, that's good. Now, right, as you are fragile, the FUG will be fighting in your stead. God dang. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. Combat in Fate Extra is basically like rock, paper, scissors. Attack, let's say let's go for example, I'm going to say scissors is attack, rock is defense, and paper is break. Now, scissors can take down Now, scissors can take down paper, which is break. Break can shut down a rock, and rock can shut down scissors. That's the base of this 3-panel point. But there are ways to go around it, which are known as skills. And I think those are Nautilus? I think those are dinosaur bones. It feels like we're underwater for some reason. And you can tell, I swear, there are crosses and swords. Are we in a super unlimited? I made it. At the end of the very long road, after going through a door that suddenly appeared in the wall. The oppressive air of this place where the spirits of the dead still linger. Here's my goal, that's what I thought. Further in, it appears as if someone had collapsed. He looked. His face. It's a student who was following Leo just now. I called him, but there's no reply. Anyway, I shake him to wake him. My nose is so cold. I go as pale as the corpse before me, and I can no longer think coherently. I can still stare in bewilderment. It is at this moment. Battle. The fallen effigy lying next to the male student comes to its feet with a clatter. Having fight several enemy programs, here it's obvious that this thing is an enemy as well. Without warning, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. Alright. Oh yeah, this is unwinnable battle. There we go. Breco. Okay, so break, guard, attack, break, guard, attack. There we go. This should get us in there. Yeah. Dang it. Like I said, it's unwinnable. I don't know what the fuck to do. That was bullshit. So much bullshit. Whoa, 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 it just did it again. Fuck. Okay, Elisha, basically the guy just said I guess you weren't as good either, so fuck you. You damn it. This is the voice final words to me. I don't have the power to protest. All I can do is stare at the floor. I think I'm gonna die here. Suddenly, at the edge of my now hazy vision, a number of brown-colored lumps seem to rise from the ground. Actually, it might be that I just noticed. They have been there from the beginning, for all I know. The lumps of the bodies is an untold number of fallen Tsukimahara Academy students. So many dead. The guy before me wasn't the only one to fall here. All of the others made it here and died, unable to do anything. In a very short while, I suppose I'll become one of them. No. Maybe I should just close my eyes now. I did all I could, so maybe it'd be better for me to end here. Just let it end. No! A protagonist shouldn't give up the moment they just got KO'd. They should rise up and move forward. I refuse to give up. I summon all the strength in an attempt to get back on my feet, however. Trying to move an unbearable intense pain shoots throughout my body. If that's how it's gonna be, no. If this is... I still refuse to give up. I don't want it to end like this. I cannot ignore the immense pain coursing through my body. I've reached the point where I no longer see stars. My eyes feel like they're on fire. I feel like all 5 of my senses are being ripped from my body. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the pain. I'm afraid of losing my senses. I'm afraid of becoming a corpse. The most terrifying thing. Disappearing without a trace of any reason at all. It's not right that I disappear here. My consciousness shot through in waves of distortion. scream out against the injustice of it all. What was the purpose of suffering through those headaches just to fade away here and now? What were they all for if I just fade away here and now? I had to stand up. It's okay if I'm scared. It's okay if I'm in pain. I have to rise above it all. Because I have yet to face my own volition and on my own terms.
その魂、ちょっと待った。しばらく。どこの誰とか全然存じませんが、その同国、その頑張り。他の神様が聞き逃しても、私の耳にピンときました。羽化の御霊の神もご承覧あれ。この人を冥府に落とすのはまだ早すぎる。だってこのイケメン魂、きっと素敵な人ですから。ちゃんと私にくださいな。
The wheel of fate begins now. Excuse me. Worst timing. She has the worst. The sound of breaking glass, accompanied by a light cutting through the gloom. I managed to move my weary body and an aching head to see what's happening. I didn't notice it before, but something was slowly rising up from the floor or in the middle of the room. That form. Its appearance isn't much different from that of a human being, but something's different. Clearly so. The power emanating from it transcends that of any human, or any enemy I is getting here. An awesome power that seems as if it vaporized any that it touches, swirls within my body, almost against my will. Yes. Good you avoided figuring out who you are. Would have made my service more easier. Seems stupid. She took hold of my hand and helps me to my feet. From the hand she grabs comes a little warmth, and then a sharp pain, like I've been cut with a knife. On the back of my hand, still tattooed, is a strange symbol that looks like some sort of crest. Totally confused, I alternate between staring at my mark on my hand and the person standing before me. And then, noise bringing me back to my senses. Turning around, I see that effigy from before. We're still standing there, and now in a fighting stance. I wince uncontrollably, recalling my previous defeat at its hands. Master, sir, if it isn't any trouble, would you please leave this to me? I will obliterate the worthless wooden toy and erase any traces of its existence from this world. Huh? Extra turn, and there's a big part of me that wants to fail, but I really want to crush this thing. Effigy? Beat it. Master level, level 2. Skill points obtained, 3. The battered effigy stops moving. There's no way it'll still function, after being effectively torn apart. Thanks to you, my dear master, I was able to win while using only 5% of my power. She continues to talk, however, the sound of her ears doesn't quite reach me. The heat coming from my hand grew intensely during the fight, and the resulting pain has become unbearable and burns through my consciousness. The mark implanted on your hand is your command seal. It is proof that you hold dominion over a servant. You can use it to give 3 orders that must be obeyed. Think of them as disposable strengthening spells. Basically, you can force your servant to do whatever you want with those 3 command seals. But keep in mind, you only get 3. And the Holy Grail War, you're gonna need at least 1 of them. So don't make your servant do something extremely stupid, and don't waste them on something perverted or idiotic. Or make them do something completely retarded. Seriously, don't waste command seals. They're extremely high levels of valuable. And don't think, oh, I can sell them on the line. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. You gotta be smart with those command seals. You only got 3, and unlike a figment where you got they can replenish. But still, keep in mind these command seals are super important. When I'm telling you guys this in case this ever happens to you and you guys summon your own servants, I'm telling you guys now, don't waste them. Because you don't want to be like Waste 'em Johnny. Honey, he was a previous master in a Holy Grail War. You want to know what happened? He wasted all of his command seals, and when the moment came when he was supposed to, his servant betrayed him and killed him. Legit, that happened. Waste 'em Johnny died, and he's forever for a reason to never ever waste a command seal. It is also proof of your participation in the Holy Grail War. If you lose it for some reason, you will die. Once again, I hear that voice, and I somehow manage to ignore the pain and listen to what it has to say. I can understand your confusion, but before I forget, congratulations, you have endured much to make it here. Now rest for a while. You've achieved your first goal. It was an incredibly clumsy effort, to say the least, but that's what made it all the more entertaining. Hey, fuck you! I had this duty for a long time, but this is the first time I've ever seen a master Again! I repeat, my already a fuck you! This piece of shit wants to insult my skills? Boy, watch New Game Plus. Watch, we do New Game Plus, we're gonna show this fool how gangster we are. As a girl. What a badass. There we go, yeah, that sounded dope. Nevertheless, be proud of your achievement. Your quick thinking came as a result of your nerves and rashness. Thinking about it, the voice sounds like that of a 30-year-old man. And really irritable smug. Irritatingly smug. I smell think I know who it is. For some reason, I see the Kitty! Sorry. Kotomina Kitty. That fucking piece of shit. Fuck Kitty! Oh, you are curious about my identity. I am honored, but I am insignificant. I am merely part of this. Fuck you! I'm just a guy. I tasked with giving a standard message and giving me the personality of a prior participant. Fuck you! I am no more than words, no more than a mountain you just conquered, no more than a record of the past. Fuck you! A record. So if I raise any objections to this voice, does it mean it won't receive any answers in return? Exactly. Well, this is unexpected. You have received a commendation, something about you having a life. Fuck you! I have no clue who would say such a thing about me. That short phrase struck my heart because for some reason I know those words were sincere. And as for I expected things from you, it seems like more of a command than encouragement. Then let us commence your baptism. You've proven yourself worthy of the honor. Fuck you! For most monotony of a life continues on without end. Fuck you! Your decision is to look beyond the accepted and progress means earn the right to exist. Fuck you! However, you have been taken. But taking the first step, be jovial, young knight, for the Holy Grail Wars begins now. Fuck you! I had no idea what he's talking. The Holy Grail War? The right to exist. That's correct. An object, the great power once existed in this world. One that could be granted to any desire. People call it the Holy Grail War, and fought endlessly in an attempt to gain sole possession of it. This war, the system you find yourself in now, is an evolution of those struggles. Because apparently doing it live in front of people caused concerns for the populace, so now we have to do it. You stand at the entrance of a deadly struggle where many wizards, it's magus, but okay, or mages, but lizards sounds stupid, will perish in the pursuit of the craft. Fuck you! Listen, Maki, had I not bestowed upon the earthly desire, you be merely sins compatible of committing sin. Fuck you. Now fight to the death. The fiery throne of heaven will only receive those with the strongest desires. Fuck you. You're probably wondering how come I'm saying fuck you so many times. Connor, there's no point to this. This is a voice. Fuck him. You do not know how much of an asshole this dude is. Watch Fate Zero and watch Face A Night Unlimited Blade Works. I'm saying Unlimited Blade Works because the original Face A Night's a piece of fucking shit. Everyone in the fan base admits to it. Don't watch it. Just... I'd rather read the visual novel. Although you're gonna have a lot of operand to go through, so if you want some operand, I'm not gonna judge you. Oh, you didn't know? It was originally an Rogue game. That game got massively popular. Yeah. That's probably gonna ruin your interpretation of whatever. Why do you think I like the series? Because I honestly do like it for the disturbance in the characters. Plus, Fate Grand Order has criminally made me addicted to gachas. Seriously, if I'm gonna play a game, I just need to check it. Does this have a gacha system? Does this have a gacha system? Does that have a gacha system? Kill Magi. Holy Grail. You know, a Holy Grail that grants wishes. These questions and more swirl in my head and almost seem to carve themselves into my flesh. In a war, a weapon is needed. That is your servant. They are the spear that pierces and the sword that protects. Fuck you. A heroic spirit whose purpose is to clear your way to the Grail. That is the one that stands beside you. over at the young woman with the foxtail, who returns my look with a glowing smile. She is my servant? It seems you have decided, and with that decision as payment, I now open the gates to the Holy Grail War. To mark my hand, my command seal once again becomes excruciatingly painful. It's over. I can't take it anymore. Reach my limits of my endurance. My mind starts shutting as to shut down as I lose consciousness. I can vaguely hear the voice's final words. Now let the Holy Grail War begin. No matter the area, deciding who is through battle is the fine province of man. Maki, who have been invited here by the moon. Show me your true strength. Save your progress? Hell yeah! Oh wow, I forgot to actually check to see if this was a thing, but let me save here. Alright, we're done.
ぬかるみの日常は燃え尽きた。魔術師による生存競争。運命の車輪は回る。最も弱き者よ、剣を鍛えよ。その命が育んだ己の価値を示すために。
First week. First selection. 128 combatants remain. Holy shit, there was 999 there, and yet they all went down. Oh, wow. The sky burns. Houses collapse into ruin. People fall to the ground. Roads come to an end. The conflict started here. The world that was will be restored. It is here that I alone have survived. Don't remember. Never forget. Oblivion is salvation. Nation and sin. Never forget. I was born from prediction. This must be a nightmare. This had to be somewhere. It could be anywhere. These events that occurred in the true memories of childhood. A torrent of blood flows and a voice resonating. Bitter resentment can be heard. Lives fade away, like without a thought. Friends, family, strangers, all gone. Swords, with guns, families trying to hold it together. Tests struggle to the end. It'll last until a gentle peace descends as death comes to claim them. I could not accept all I have seen. The question why never left me, even with the divide between conflict and catastrophe. Why did such a tragedy occur? More importantly, why has this world been turned into hell on earth? Gentle rain begins to fall. All things once living begin and fade away, leaving only one behind. Midst the helpless in despair, their souls' last feelings of rage and regret. The rains wet their cheeks as their eyes close one last time, dying, forgotten and alone. Seeing this, I struggle to rise from the depths of death. I will not accept what I have been shown. If I can live again, I will definitely. But there are no second chances, and before long, the rain has cleansed the scorcher. Never forget, I was born from predetermination. What that means, somehow, please don't forget. Seems I saw some sort of twisted, distorted dream. That was the first dream I ever had, I think. That was fucked up. What the hell? Am I in the nurse's office? Huh. Neat. With that, I wake up in the nurse's office. I must have collapsed and was brought here. So, that world. the effigy that blocked my way, and that servant. Was that all a dream? I must have just passed out. No, this nurse office is far too different than someone I knew. It's similar, but off somehow. Ah! Good morning, my dear master. Sure. I'm glad to see you finally decided to wake up. So it wasn't a dream. An overwhelming and unforgettable presence of someone suddenly appears beside my bed. I thought I was dreaming, but the ears and tail are real. No, there's no mistake. There's no way to mistake her for human. But after seeing her incredible powers in a fight against the effigy, I don't care what she is. If you had died, I was going to curse everyone in sight. Anyway, welcome to the Holy Grail War. You do know about the Holy Grail War, right? Of course, I know about that shit. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have expected nothing less from a master. I've watched way too much Fate to know about the Holy Grail. Basically, it's a death game, or basically murder, death, kill. I'm gonna call it murder, death, kill. Okay, now that's out of the way. Wait, let's get to the important stuff. Do you know what a servants are? Okay, for the viewers at home, I'll let you know what servants are. I'll tell you for myself. So, in fact, I'll tell you what the Holy Grail War is too, because frankly, you probably won't. I just realized you guys don't know what a Holy Grail War is, but I'm gonna tell you guys basically. It's basically working. It's a death game where people who are call contracted servants, and it's basically a rom-com where everyone tries to kill everybody else. Basically, the last one standing with a servant, and with command seals gets the grail. Gist of it, because humans can't really touch it. Fun fact: if you actually are human and try to touch the grail, you'll die. So that's why the servants come in. They are basically mana itself, like mana given human form, and the entire world kind of tries to erase their existence unless they have a constant supply and a stream miner to keep them around. So when they are actually allowed to go to get the grail, they are given corporeal bodies, real bodies. And once they get the grail, boom, they're done. They can also wish for the thing they desire, along with you getting the wish you desire. It's kind of like a done deal. Even a servant who could literally wish for destruction in the world, well, you could still get your wish to prevent that if you wanted to. But now let's go to servants. I'm gonna list out the class: Saber, Archer, Lancer, Rider, Assassin, Caster, Shielder. You will only know of that class if you play Fate Grand Order. Berserker, Ruler, Avenger, Alter Ego, and Foreigner. Now you most likely are asking, Conrad, what's an Alter Ego? What's a Foreigner? What's a Ruler? What's an Avenger? An Avenger. They're people who basically hate humanity a lot. In order to become an Avenger, you need to have a very strong disdain towards humanity. That's the basis of it. Rulers are basically divine people who are kind of don't have a real wish for the Grail. And I don't think I could explain alter egos in any shape or form. And foreigners, I don't even know what to say for that one. But I can say this for the remainder. Sabers are extremely skilled swordsmen who wield legendary swords. Let's say King Arthur. He's a saber class servant, or I should say, she is a saber class servant. And let's go with archers. They're skilled marksmen who wield bows, or I'm just gonna tell you, if you think the archer class wields bows, okay, you have that box of where you think you know what an archer is. Yeah, grab that, burn it, nuke it, and then chuck it as far as you can after doing all that. Because trust me, archers don't wield bows in this franchise. A majority of them do not. I've seen archers with guns, archers with swords, archers who chuck things at people with gates. and throw them at speeds of Mach jet engines. And call people mongrels. I just gave you a hint of who I was talking about. Lancers are people who use lances. That's pretty much it, gist of it. I mean, there's one who can literally alter causality itself, and then there's his master, who's a badass, and then we go to riders, people who are very good at horseback. I'm just giving you the short gist of it. Assassins. That should be enough for you guys. And casters. That should be enough for you guys. And now we go to the berserker. They cray. That's all you need to know. Oh, by the way, they also have this, for berserkers, they have this thing called madness enhancement, which basically kind of throws off their English jargon a lot. You can't really understand them, but there are cases of masters understanding berserker servants into having a deep, well relationship with them. So I kind of just skipped the whole plot. We don't need to talk about it. Don't worry, I know. I'm sorry. As you know, of course you know. By the way, I'm my class is caster. So my specialty is long-range magic. My fighting style might be a teensy bit difficult to get a handle on. I'm sorry for that. Caster. She seems unusually outgoing. There's no denying her abilities as a servant. Wait, if all servants are heroic spirits, I wonder who Caster was in real life. Oh, fun fact. Heroic spirits are actual heroics are actual people who lived in time. Basically, how can I put this? You know Gilgamesh from the epic Gilgamesh and Uruk, all that? All that stories are actually real. And he can be summoned as a heroic spirit. Along with his friend Enkidu, who also can be summoned. Along with Ishtar, although there's specific reasons for that. Reshko, specific reasons for that. And in fact, if you know of the Old Man in the Mountain, the Hassan, you can summon almost all of them. Except for the first one. You can only do that in Fake Grand Order. Shuten Doji, Ibaraki Doji, basically a lot, so long as there's a lot of mythology and all this stuff, you can summon those heroic spirits from those tales. Trust me, if you play Fake Grand Order, you will know a lot about it. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just telling you, it's crazy that there's so many heroic spirits, but trust me, gacha is hell. That's what I'm gonna tell you. My true name? I may be far too insignificant for you to bar my true name, Master. Basically, we're not strong enough to know her true name yet. And we can, but I have to go to specific dialogue trees and do specific things in order for that to happen. Please just call me Caster. By the way, we're pretty much out in the open, and anyone could just listen into our conversation and immediately know our true name. That way, my identity won't be revealed to our enemies, who could then use it against us. With that, my servant disappears into the ether. However, I can feel the presence nearby. They must be staying out of sight when they're not needed, and so their identity can't be compromised. But how their identity would be guessed, that's just by their appearance is beyond me. I mean, it's easy to just cross-reference and then go by journal entries to a library. I mean, you can tell from Caster's design that she's obviously either that her kimono's from Japan and Japan, or you could go guess that most like he's Chinese, he's Taiwanese, Mandalorian. You could go based off of that, cross-reference, and search anything you know on fox-tailed women. Then you could try and look up as much as you possibly can, which then you could possibly cross-reference more and get your answer. Don't seem to have any injuries, so feel free to leave when you feel like it. Also, all your memories have been restored by the sheriff, so don't worry. Any Magi to seek the Holy Grail have their memories restored, suppressed, and are given those of students. Only masters who have managed to recover themselves are allowed to enter the tournament. Please review them to make sure they are complete. Regain my memories. That's not right. Outside my name, I can't recall anything from my past. Oh no! I have amnesia! I realized that I was forced to believe that there were no students. Or I cannot remember a single thing that happened to me before then. Your memories, you know, I cannot be. I, Sakuramato, am just a custodial AI. Weird, because Sakura is also a manga. So I'm kind of shocked that she's just a supportive AI. Maybe in TCC Triple C, we'll most likely see some more about Sakura. My complaints were totally ignored. It seems that she can't act beyond the programming. Oh, I should give you this before I forget. She gives me some sort of portable terminal. I assume it's for getting messages and whatnot. Alright. As we're distant, you should pay attention to any messages that appear on your terminal. Basically, our menu. Yay! Now hang up. Yeah, there we go. Now let me save. There it is. There's a good old boy. Anyway, I've seen this episode because we're 59 minutes in and I want to cut this off now. Well, anyway, this is your boy, Carnival on, signing off. Bye.